Nationals begins on June 6th, and it runs through June 9th. Now, as I mentioned before, the rowers have been down here for the last couple of hours, training as they have for the last couple of days. I'm actually joined by them now, the Rochester Rowing Club. First off, guys, huge congratulations on this honor. Good luck at Nationals. And, what's the excitement level for you guys? How are you guys excited?
Yeah!
That is awesome. Well, congratulations again, guys. That's going to do it for me. Live here at Silver Lake, Matt Rineer, KHTC News.
A Texas man is traveling across the country, stopping in each state to play pickleball and meet new members of the sports community. His latest stop brought him to Rochester today. Our Matt Rineer sat down with him to learn how this journey is to raise awareness and honor a lost friend.
Chong Kim, who goes by CK, is serving up a purpose on the court. CK wants to play pickleball in all 50 states in 50 days.
The whole journey is to just go out, meet new pickleball communities, and go out there and play with new players everywhere I go.
But there's much more to the Texas man's story. CK recently lost a close friend after they experienced a mental health tragedy. He says his travels are inspired after seeing hundreds of pickleball players back home attend his friend's memorial.
It gives me chills to talk about that because that moment, it made me decide to do something for him, do something for myself on a personal journey as well.
CK began his journey in late September in Alaska. Since then, he's swung his way through 20 other states, counting Wednesday's stop in the Gopher State.
And everywhere I go, I try to share a little bit of what I call, just pickleball love. Like, I'll go around and you'll see it in a lot of my pictures on my Instagram. I just go and do this and we just share a little love. This is like a little Korean sign for a little heart, a baby heart. And so that's why we do that.
He's met many people on his cross-country tour, including Jordan Walker, right here in Rochester. Walker is open about his mental health, something he struggled with in the past.
Bringing that into light was super helpful, and it created good conversations among my friends. So I think it's super important that we talk about what's going on with our mental health and anything, really, that we need to talk about.
CK has 30 states left in play, with about 3.5 weeks left on the clock. It's a pending victory in more ways than one.
Like, I'm an Asian guy with a Texas accent. I don't always fit in, right? I'm a misfit. But in the pickleball community, you can walk in, and they open up their arms to you, and they're just like, come on in.
Reporting in Rochester, Matt Rineer, KHTC News.
Last week marked the end of the high school boys and girls basketball season for Minnesota. And with it, the end of the first season in the Minnesota State High School League, utilizing a shot clock for all varsity games.
Our Matt Rineer spoke with coaches and players, recapping how this inaugural season went with each possession having a set time limit.
That's the sound basketball teams across Minnesota heard all season long. At the start of the season, the Minnesota State High School League instituted a 35-second shot clock for varsity boys and girls basketball.
I felt like it didn't really have those teams that would slow the game down a whole lot. It kind of sped things up, and it also kind of helped us schematically as well.
Byron head coach Kyle Finney spoke on how 35 seconds was the right amount of time for now and how happy coaches were to finally implement the shot clock.
I think it's just right for now. Time will tell. We'll see where we're at in 5 to 6 years. But just even getting it was a huge step for Byron High School basketball, and it's been something that we as coaches have been wanting for many years. So just to even have it at 35 was great.
And it's a similar story just west of Byron.
We absolutely loved it. We were all big fans of it.
Casson Manorville boys basketball head coach Nick Pocius also spoke positively on how the shot clock is helping the game.
I do think it helped. It helped the game. The game moved faster, more relevant to collegiate basketball and even the NBA, higher scoring, more defensive awareness. It's a great addition.
I also asked him if he felt the 35 seconds was the correct amount of time for each possession or if it needed to be changed down the road.
I think it was maybe the first year was the right time. I think it could go a little bit shorter. Personally, I thought 35 seconds was a lot of time where teams could still kind of manipulate it and use it to their advantage.
Although some argue in favor of shortening the shot clock, both coaches were still happy with how well the shot clock was integrated into the game and how this will help to further grow the sport of basketball in Minnesota.
No matter what, it just is going to increase the pace of play, whether you're using the entire 35 seconds or the 20 seconds into the shot clock. Most teams just have to ramp up their play. I think in the long run, you will see better skilled players coming through because you're going to get more shots up, more opportunities for kids, and it'll just help the game continue to grow.
In Byron, Matt Rineer, KHTC News. A selfless act that's garnered around 20,000 views on Facebook alone.
Thank you for all the support.
Yeah.
Josh Stone is a St. Charles student with special needs, and on Saturday, he got the chance to take his shot with the help from an opposing player. Josh has never played sports before this year. His mother, Whitney, says it's not the first time an opposing player has done this for him. But it's great seeing the kindness from his fellow students.
Having him be involved in soccer first and then in basketball and potentially track and field is just really neat to see. It's very nice to see that there's good in the world and that, you know, this younger generation is being kind and inclusive.
And then there's his opponent who helped make this special moment happen.
It was just at that moment, I just thought of it.
Braxton Koss is a player on the JV squad for Triton basketball, and after making a big play, instead of taking the ball the length of the court to potentially score, he passed it to a wide-open Stone who took his shot and made it.
I stole the ball, like, at the time. I saw him. I just gave him the chance, and, I mean, he made the shot. It was nice.
The moment that was caught on camera has garnered a lot of positive feedback across social media. The mothers of both players say it was incredible to see how it all played out.
So Landon, my husband, and I, we always emphasize with our kids that kindness and sportsmanship are truly what matters the most. And so to see Braxton do those things and reflect on those values, we're very proud of him.
Just the positivity, you know, there's been some other schools that have done similar things with him, and it's been just, it's great to see that kids recognize that, you know, he does struggle with his coordination and his gross motor skills. And, you know, they recognize it and they just let him shoot.